In the wild, lions are not only symbols of power, but also embodiments of the purest survival instincts. Every hunting moment, every recorded confrontation, reflects the fragile boundary between life and death. These are authentic images where strength, strategy, and instinct intertwine to create the story of the ruler of the savannah. On the prairie in the early morning, the air was thin, and the light gently spread across the grassland. A warthog was walking along an empty path. It was eating, its head raised, observing, but there was no sign of danger to make it stop. Familiarity with the land made it less vigilant, a moment of peace, and in that moment, survival became a game of fate. Not far away, a lion was hidden in the low grass. It had been watching its prey for quite some time, waiting for the right moment. The wind changed direction, carrying its scent away. The lion tensed, its eyes focused on every movement. When the distance was only a few dozen feet, its enormous body sprang up with unexpected speed. The grass was torn apart. Dust rose. The warthog turned its head, trying to run. It ran fast, but not fast enough to escape the approaching predator. In just seconds, the lion caught up, delivered a precise pounce, and brought down its prey. Everything ended quickly, cleanly, and coldly. As the sounds faded, the grassland fell silent again. The lion was victorious, and the warthog became a memory of that fleeting moment. On this land, a single moment of carelessness can cost a life. Late afternoon on the savannah, the sunlight softened behind the tall grass. A herd of zebras moved toward a watering hole, their black and white stripes reflecting in the twilight. A young zebra wandered a few steps, seemingly harmlessly curious. But in the nearby bushes, a pair of golden eyes watched its every move. A lioness lay still, her body pressed against the ground. She subtly tilted her head, signaling with her eyes to two other members hidden nearby. All three moved slowly, maintaining a safe distance and forming a discreet encirclement. When the distance was only a few dozen feet, the moment to act had arrived. From the bushes, the first lioness sprang up, lunging out swiftly and accurately. The zebra, frightened, fled, but the lion's encirclement closed in from multiple directions. Their coordinated teamwork allowed them to quickly subdue their prey. In that brief moment, the hunt ended. The lions had succeeded, bringing back a meal for the entire group. When the dust settled, the lions had won decisively. On this land, it was not just strength, but perfect coordination that determined the line between survival and defeat. Early in the morning, the gentle sunlight bathed the grasslands. Herds of wildebeest moved in small groups toward the water source. The sound of hooves echoed on the ground, blending with the wind, creating the familiar rhythm of the savannah. Amidst this movement, a few individuals separated from the herd, unaware they were entering the territory of hidden predators. In the tall grass, 4 lionesses lay still, watching the wildebeest from a distance. When one separated from the group, they began to move slowly, closing the distance in silence. The atmosphere grew tense, and then the hunt began. Everything happened quickly, but with clear order and coordination. In an instant, the lions had subdued their prey. The hunt ended successfully, demonstrating the strength and teamwork of the top predators. In this wilderness, strength comes not only from the individual, but also from teamwork. Working as a team helps lions optimize their strength, maintain their dominance, and assert their predatory instincts as rulers of the savannah. It was a sweltering midday on the savannah, the sun casting its rays across the dry grasslands. A herd of African buffalo was slowly making its way toward the stream, seeking a resting place after a long morning of foraging. Weighing up to 1,500 pounds, they were symbols of strength and vigilance. Yet, one wrong step could cost them all their advantage. Not far away, a pride of lions lay hidden in the tall grass. The air was silent, only the gentle breeze rustling the ground. When a buffalo separated from the herd, the predators began to move slowly and orderly. The confrontation was tense. The buffalo fought back, but under the pressure of the entire pride of lions, the balance gradually shifted in favor of the hunter. Every action was meticulously coordinated, demonstrating discipline and natural instinct. Ultimately, the hunt concluded with victory for the lions, affirming the dominance of the savannah's rulers. This victory was not just a meal, but a testament to the lion pride's strength and perfect teamwork. On the savannah, where every day is a test of survival, discipline and teamwork are always key to keeping them at the top of the hunting chain. Late afternoon on the savannah, a pale yellow sunlight bathed the grasslands. A cheetah appeared, its gait light and agile. It is the fastest animal on the planet, capable of speeds of nearly 70 miles per hour. Yet, with its slender body and light weight, it was not born to fight, but to flee and hunt swiftly. The balance between speed and strength in this world is always fragile. Not far away, 2 male lions lurked in the tall grass. They watched in silence as an intruder approached their territory. Among predators, conflict sometimes isn't over food, but over the boundaries of survival. As the cheetah drew too close, the atmosphere became tense. The lions began to move, each step slow but steady, displaying the inherent power of the dominant species. The encounter was swift, and the disparity in strength quickly determined the outcome. The cheetah lost its speed advantage, and the lion emerged victorious, proving that speed isn't always a guarantee of safety. That moment illustrates a timeless law of nature. Speed may offer opportunities, but strength and control ultimately determine the outcome. On the savanna, there are no absolute advantages. Only adaptive instincts ensure survival. Early in the morning, the sunlight bathed the towering figure of a giraffe. Over 18 feet tall and weighing nearly 3,000 pounds, it was a symbol of strength and vigilance. With its long legs and powerful kick, the giraffe was a formidable challenge for any predator. In the tranquil grassland, a pride of lions watched silently, waiting for their moment. When the time came, they moved in unison, in tense silence. The confrontation was brief and restrained. The giraffe kept its distance, escaping the encirclement, leaving the lions standing still in the savanna. On the savanna, not every endeavor leads to victory. The high failure rate serves as a reminder that even the most dominant predators must face their limits. The giraffe's escape is proof that in nature, strength sometimes lies in the ability to defend oneself and remain calm in the face of danger. Early in the morning, the savanna was shrouded in a light mist, and a pack of wild dogs gathered near their den. They are small predators but stand out for their incredible coordination and teamwork. Compared to lions, they are lighter, but compensate with speed, agility, and high discipline. From a distance, a lioness appeared, moving silently toward the pack of wild dogs. Tension rose as the distance narrowed. The encounter unfolded in silence, full of restraint. When one wild dog was caught, the entire pack reacted immediately, coordinating closely to rescue it. They did not abandon their ally but surrounded it, moving continuously, creating pressure that forced the lioness to retreat. The confrontation ended when the injured dog was released, and the entire pack retreated safely. That moment demonstrated the true power of the pack spirit. Despite facing lions, coordinated tactics and loyalty helped the wild dogs survive. In the wild, unity remains the most powerful weapon, surpassing even physical strength. These encounters show that lions are not only symbols of strength, but also proof of unwavering survival instincts. Every moment on the savanna is a lesson about the boundary between strength and limitations. The wild world forces all species to adapt to survive, whether predator or prey. And as the sun sets, the story of life continues like the endless breath of nature.
In the wild lands of North America, wolves appear as a force, always ready to explode. They silently monitor every small movement of the surrounding environment. Each step contains concentration, steadfastness, and constant observation. As the leader in the pursuit, wolves always know the exact moment to initiate an attack. From deep forests to white snow, their journey always bears the mark of determination. In the vast forests of North America, The gray wolf is a powerful example of survival instinct. They range from icy Alaska to miles of grasslands in Wyoming. Each land has its own adaptations, but the common denominator is endurance. An adult wolf weighs about 80 to 110 pounds, is nearly 5 feet long, and has a thick coat of fur that keeps it warm in temperatures that can drop to 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Its long legs help it traverse dense forests and rugged terrain. When necessary, it can reach speeds of nearly 35 miles per hour for short distances, but its true strength lies in its ability to move with endurance. The wolf's hearing and sense of smell are extremely sensitive. It can detect sounds from a distance in favorable conditions and track the scent of elk, mule deer, or snowshoe hare. Many small changes in the environment are recorded and processed by instinct. The life of wolves is always attached to the pack. A pack usually has from 6 to 10 individuals, coordinating hunting according to a clear strategy. Instinct, patience, and a slow but precise pace of life are what help wolves maintain a natural balance in the ecosystem. In the densely forested areas of North America, wild boars appear as both resilient and difficult to deal with. Their strong, muscular bodies and sharp fangs can inflict serious damage to any predator. Their thick hides help them withstand impacts, making a frontal attack a major challenge. Each time they charge, they are strong and powerful. When facing wild boars, wolves have to calculate more. They do not choose healthy individuals, but observe carefully to find those who have separated from the pack or are losing strength. The usual approach is to surround from many sides, one animal keeping attention, the others looking for opportunities to attack the legs to slow down the opponent's movement speed. The wolves narrow the circle around the wild boar in the dim light of the forest, while the prey counterattacks strongly and repeatedly throws away those who get too close. After a long period of resistance, the wild boar gradually lost its strength and agility. At the decisive moment, the wolf pack attacked simultaneously, and won thanks to their perseverance and coordination. On the frozen tundra of North America, caribou herds move in a steady march. They are important herbivores, keeping the tundra ecosystem in balance. Each migration can span hundreds of miles, with huge herds of up to 500,000 individuals. Their large snowshoe claws help them walk through deep snow. Their ability to travel long distances makes them a steady food source for wolves during the harsh months. A gray wolf walks along the edge of the herd. The cold wind carries the scent of the weaker members of the group. Its instincts direct its attention to the young, the old, or those who are running low on energy. Hunting caribou is a high-energy endeavor, so wolves must choose targets that can be finished quickly. The rugged terrain forces the caribou herds to split into smaller groups. This opens up an opportunity. The pack appeared from behind, keeping enough distance to avoid scattering the herd too soon. When a calf stumbled a few yards behind its mother, the pack sped up. The mother cried out, but her slipping on the ice prevented her from turning right away. The wolves closed in quickly, taking advantage of every change of direction the calf had to make to maintain its balance. The decisive moment was short. The calf could not get up in time, and the pack was gone. The victory was not a noisy one. It was the result of persistence, strategy, and keen observation. The spoils of war kept the pack energized, feeding the young waiting in the shelter. In the frigid tundra of Alaska and Canada, muskox are one of the oldest surviving species from the Ice Age. They can withstand temperatures as low as -40 degrees Fahrenheit, thanks to their thick, multi-layered fur and short, stocky bodies. Usually, muskox packs consist of 10 to 20 individuals, but in winter, they can exceed 50 to increase their chances of survival when in danger. Muskox immediately form a circle or crescent shape. The adults point their sharp, curved horns outward, while the cubs stand in the middle. One charge can break a predator's bones. For wolves, they are risky prey, but also an important source of energy during the long, cold season. One windy afternoon, the wolves approached the muskox pack that was huddled against the wind. Initially, the muskox defended very firmly. Every charge was strong enough to make the wolves retreat, but the wolves did not give up. They attacked in groups, constantly disrupting the formation to force the pack to break up. When an older muskox was pushed out of the circle, an opportunity presented itself. The wolves quickly pushed it back a few yards. The fight dragged on, the muskox charging repeatedly to keep its distance. But the wolves' persistence gradually wore down its energy. Finally, exhausted, the muskox collapsed. The victory was the result of coordination, patience, and the survival instinct that had nurtured the wolf species for thousands of years. On the miles-wide grasslands of Montana and Wyoming, bison loom as a symbol of North American might. They are among the largest animals on the continent, weighing hundreds of pounds with thick manes and sturdy bodies. Each horn can be nearly 12 inches long, curved sharply, and has the power to gore or throw off any predator that dares to get too close. A bison's reflexes are quick. When it senses danger, it lowers its head and can charge at incredible speed. A single headbutt can seriously injure a wolf. That's why any attack on a bison is so risky. However, the rewards are enormous. A single adult bison can provide enough meat to feed a wolf pack for days. On a windy afternoon, a pack of 25 wolves appeared at the edge of the grasslands. They didn't charge right away. Their strategy was to create chaos. As they got closer, the bison herd immediately closed in on itself, with the adults standing outside to protect the young. The wolves continued to press the herd forward, forcing them to change direction constantly. When the rough ground caused a young bison to stumble, an opportunity presented itself. The pack immediately split into multiple directions, leaving the mother unable to protect her in time. The adults charged forward, attacking in coordinated, quick, precise steps. Each individual had a clear role: distractor, blocker, and finisher. The confrontation ended not in chaos, but in persistent coordination. The wolves had won after overcoming great risks. The spoils of victory would help the pack sustain their energy for many more freezing days to come. In the deep forests of Wyoming and Montana, bull elk are considered one of the most powerful animals in North America. They possess antlers that can reach nearly 4 feet in length, are well-muscled, and have a strong fighting instinct. During mating season, their aggression increases, making them both more dangerous and more vulnerable. A kick or charge from a bull elk can be fatal to a wolf. Wolves must balance risk with energy needs. They focus on individuals who are old, injured, or separated from the pack. Deep snow, steep slopes, or shallow streams can all be used to help wolves get closer to their prey. On a cold morning, a pack of wolves quietly follows a herd of elk moving up the slope. They wait for their opportunity. When the elk change direction and the formation splits, the wolves charge in unison, forcing the pack to spread out on the slope. A bull elk with a wounded hind leg was slower than the others. The wolves accelerated, reaching speeds of nearly 35 miles per hour in short bursts, closing the gap quickly. The elk tried to fight back, but the sloping terrain made it difficult to maintain balance. In just a few moments, the wolves had surrounded their target. The chase ended when the elk was exhausted. The victory was the result of calculation, taking advantage of the terrain and the wolf's instinct for cooperation. In the snow-covered forests of North America, rabbits appear in large numbers and are well adapted to the cold. Even when temperatures drop below -40 degrees Fahrenheit, they are still agile, thanks to their soft white fur that completely camouflages them against the snow. Their small, light bodies and ability to accelerate nearly 40 miles per hour allow them to escape quickly without the power to counterattack. For wolves, rabbits provide a steady source of energy on days when large prey is scarce. However, the agility of this species requires wolves to keep a steady pace, observe accurately, and react well. On a cold morning, a lone wolf followed small footprints in the soft snow, then accelerated when a rabbit suddenly appeared in the light. The rabbit changed direction repeatedly to escape, while the wolf kept a steady pace, waiting for the prey to slip. When the rabbit slid lightly on the ice, the distance immediately closed, and the hunt ended quickly thanks to the wolf's endurance and precise reflexes. From fierce chases to silent steps in the deep snow, wolves always keep their rhythm of life with steadfastness and alertness. Every moment of attack or waiting reflects the experience accumulated through countless harsh winters. On every land they pass through, wolf footprints record the story of instinct and endurance. Regardless of whether the opponent is big or small, They always choose the path that suits their ability and time, and it is that journey that creates the image of a persistent, silent predator, but never loses its determination.